You want to step outside?
We can go right now. Where you want to go? Talk about it. You asked. Remember you asked, though. Let's go.
I never hear this from white to white. I don't know if you noticed this pattern. It's literally just people of color. We're literally just checking people of color. I never see this level of accountability from white to white. Spirit, white people, just mind your business. Costs nothing.
Imagine this. You are a black man sitting at the airport minding your own business when someone decides they are going to step up and teach you a lesson. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My good name is Gracey D. I hope you guys are doing well. So on our today's episode, guys, we're going to watch this video where this palm colored man decided that they're gonna teach a black man a lesson just because they're minding their own business, talking to their phone, and this man had the audacity to tell this guy to respectfully what his language or something of the sort. I couldn't hear the clip very clearly, but I have the videos for you guys and we're going to watch it together. And the funny part is that after watching these videos and many others that you'll see on this clip, there's this white man that came out and say, I never see white people calling out other white people, but you feel so comfortable to go on and call on another black person just because you're not okay with them being in your spaces. And he went on ahead and told white people to be minding their own business. Because imagine telling a man to step outside so that you can deal with them man to man, and after seeing their boxing gloves hanging on their shoulders, you just go back silently to your phone and to start minding your own business. I mean, what an embarrassment. Let's watch this video and we'll come back to it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
Sir, I have some small children. The language is pretty steep.
Respectfully?
Yes.
Respectfully? I don't know what I said, but mind your business. Respectfully. Because I'm going to get to my son. So if you got small children, understand dealing with my son.
I'm minding my business.
No, you're not, because you spoke to me. So mind your business. I ain't speak to you. Mind your business.
You want to step outside?
We can go right now. Where you want to go? Talk about it. You asked. Remember you asked, though. Let's go. Remember you asked. I didn't say that. He asked, right? Okay. He asked me.
We're
good.
And he told me to calm down, but you asked me, right? Do I make myself clear? She wants to try to embarrass me. Do I make myself clear? Do not tell me to step outside.
We're trying to embarrass.
Then apologize for that, because that's why I'm offended.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And I forgive you. We can move on.
You can apologize.
I forgive you. We can move on. I'm not. He threatened me. Step outside. Wasn't talking to
Hey,
him.
this is going to become something we don't want it to become. Everyone needs to just sit down.
I was sitting here and I was speaking to him. He said, stop talking
He
to
was
step outside.
cussing, vulgar cussing.
I said the F
I was
word.
something doing about it.
I said the F word. I was waiting to fight for 8 p.m. I wasn't even talking to them. I said the F word.
Because our children are sitting over here and we don't want you to hear it.
Respectfully, I'm an adult, so I think I can move away, but he can't tell me to step outside. I'm waiting for, I bought 3 tickets upside down a plane. I am, after the next one of 3. All I said was, first of all, I said, okay. And then he said, step outside. And she heard that. She's not listening to that. Did you not hear that part? Did you not hear him say that?
I did say that.
Okay. And
Because
he
you
apologized. and I
were
forgave him.
cussing.
He said, what? Absolutely. Absolutely. And he apologized, and I forgave him. But there was no issue until he told me to step outside. I didn't say anything to that.
I never hear this from white to white.
Language is pretty steep.
Respectfully?
Yes.
Respectfully? I don't know what I said, but mind your business. Respectfully. Because I'm going to get to my son. So if you got small children, understand dealing with my son.
Audacious you have to be to say, let's step outside to a man wearing boxing gloves around his neck. Leisurely? White people never check our own. I don't know if you noticed this pattern. It's literally just people of color. We're literally just checking people of color. I never see this level of accountability from white to white. Why is that? Also, I got a big problem with your wife who immediately tried to simmer down the black dude instead of her husband who, I don't know, verbally accosted this man who was not interacting with him. Check your husband. The call is coming from inside the house. The speed at which you opened your phone back up to, I don't know, stare at the weather app when he decided, okay, let's do it. Why? Why do we feel our need to step in for any time a person of color does something we're not doing in that moment? It's just such a strange thing because I never see us do this to our own community. I never see us check our own community. It's consistently us doing it to others. And then when the call is answered, oh, what happened? You might have been flying Delta, but you almost ended up a Spirit. White people, just mind your business. Costs nothing.
We could go right now. Let's talk about it. Remember you asked. It's playing in my head on repeat. That man asked that man, you want to step outside? And he got up. Like, I was hoping you say that shit. I literally said, universe, please let this man ask me if he want to go outside so I could knock his motherfucking lights out. And it's just playing in my head on repeat. Yeah. And sideboard, I watched like all 3 parts of that shit. They asked my boy to move. I wouldn't have moved no fucking where. Tell them to fucking move. They disturbing me. You get what I'm saying? And then you need to do, I want something done about him. I'm saying shut the whole entire fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And my boy kept his composure, because I would have just started laying people out left and right. No flawless forever. I don't care.
Outside? We can go right now. Where you want to go? Talk about it. You asked. Remember you asked, though. Let's go.
Yo, man, if you don't leave fucking people alone, everybody ain't bullshitting like you, bro. Everybody ain't bullshitting like you. My man meant motherfucking business. Now, at times it happens. It happens when you come across a real fighter, or a trained fighter. Sometimes they just look like regular people. But this dude had fucking boxing gloves around his fucking neck. Yeah, so unless that man put me in a position where, I have to defend myself or my loved ones, I'm gonna leave that motherfucker alone. Stop fucking playing with people.
I never hear this from white to white.
Language is a pretty state.
Respectfully?
I think it was the tone policing for me. I think it was him throwing himself into this man's conversation and then extending an invitation. And when the guy accepted the invitation, you uninvited me. And then your wife is, and both y'all are trying to tone police, like, you didn't just start the shit. Do you know how many times that happens on a regular fucking basis? I used to work with this woman, and she would say shit. And then when I responded in kind, I was being aggressive, as if that isn't a microaggression by itself. Like, you throw the rocks and then you hide your hands. And then when I come up to where you started out, then you want to tone police me. And I don't understand why. I just don't understand. We be minding our business in our own head, listening to Glorilla, minding our business, and motherfuckers want to fuck with you. And then when you answer that call, when you get that invite, and I RSVP, then you want to turn around and be like, I was playing. Because what he didn't think was that man was gonna stand up, take shit up, and be like, well, let's go outside then. He thought he was gonna punk him like he's probably done other people, and they've been like, I'm not going outside with you. And the minute that man did that, then instantaneously he became the problem. Not the motherfuckers that started the shit, but how he responded became the problem. Thank you for checking your people. But you could probably quit your day job and just do that full time. Because there's enough of these motherfuckers running around here doing that dumb shit that one of these days they are going to fuck around and find out at the same time.
When I watched this clip, guys, I was just like laughing, honestly, because looking at this man, he's a huge man. He's big, honestly. He has like a big body. And he looked at this black young man who's just minding his own business, just existing. And he was like, I could probably beat this guy because there's no way he's going to be talking the way he wants around me. Like this man and the kids, they were saying that they had kids. They could have easily moved from that place. I mean, the place is huge. There are so many seats, you can see in the video yourself. They could have easily take their luggage and go on to maybe on the other side or another seat. But you having the audacity of telling someone who is on a phone conversation with someone else and you listening to them, minding your own business, and you go on ahead and ask them, you want to step outside so that we can deal with this man to man. I think this is something that he's used to do. This is how he protects his wife, and this is how he shows his wife how strong and masculine he is. So he goes on around threatening people to step outside. But on this day, I mean, this was not your day, man, to show your wife how masculine you are, you know. And the sad part is, after the wife came back, you all have seen in the clip, after even these men having been done with your business, I think she had gone to call the one of the person who was working there at the airport, and the lady that she came with, and she's there, even like the husband is trying to tell her, please sit down and stop, like we are embarrassed enough, stop this, and she still does not listen to the husband. You know, I was asking myself, after seeing so many palm-colored couples having issues with black people, and after them embarrassing themselves, like, when does it stop? Like, how do you guys go in the house, sit back and start discussing this? Do you discuss this? Do you go on ahead and sit down and be like, we should not have done this, and we should maybe have a better way of dealing with things instead of escalating something that was not supposed to even take our time or our emotions that far to getting us angry? Because at the end of the day, you see who is angry. The wife is quite angry. She's already spoiled her mood for the whole flight, and probably they ended up being in the same flight. And you know, like, I mean, there are better ways of solving issues rather than trying to bring things up to a fight. The easiest way would have been them moving from that part if they felt that they were not comfortable with how this man was talking on the phone, and move on to the other part. Because how many times I've heard white people calling black people the N-word in front of their kids? How many people have heard palm-colored people being very disrespectful to black people in front of their kids? But when a black person that's minding their own business, talking on the phone, you want to overhear the conversation so that you can go on ahead and tell them to mind their language. When you all go on and do this in front of your kids, these are some of the things that you've seen in the videos. Like, I've even seen a lady who is not even minding spitting on a person just because they feel they're special enough, and the white privilege with them that they should do anything that they want to do because they're white and they feel they can do this. As this guy said, like, some of you folks, like, just learn to mind your own business and stop poking your noses in other people's businesses, because one day it will get you in a whole lot of trouble. Because imagine if that man went outside or stepped outside, as he said boldly, with this man, he probably would have left there with a broken nose. I'm not even lying. He might be wearing that camouflage shorts that maybe he thinks it's gonna scare someone, or maybe it's gonna show maybe he was in the army or something of the sort. But this day was his day, and it's actually, this video has shown, as the white guy has said in the beginning of this video, white people, learn to mind your own business and learn not to be poking your noses in other people's business, because it's none of your concern. Learn to call out your own as you're calling out others, because one day it will take you, or it costs you a lot more than just zipping your mouth. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. For me, I was happy to see, after the episodes I've done of these young teenager being harassed by 4 young men, I was happy to see a black man standing up for himself and not letting a white man just disrespect him just because he feels he's right and just because he feels like this black man is in his space and he should not be there. Because for me, how I saw this, it's like this man and the wife, they were like, this black man should not be sitting at this airport and at this same area with us because we own this airport. That's how I felt, honestly. I'm not even lying. Yeah, so that is what happened, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on this episode. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, kindly consider subscribing. And until the next episode, bye.